Hey everybody, yeah, it's a hump day review. I'm going to do one today. It's been on the shelf for a while. It's the last of the different ones we have from that Tallgrass Brewing out of Kansas. Most of their stuff's been pretty decent so far, so I'm going to do their Velvet Rooster. It's a Belgian-style triple ale. Cool can, cool label. They got some of the coolest labels I've seen in a long time, and of course that's not what matters. What matters is inside the can. So, and all their stuff is canned. All of them in 16-ounce cans. From the website it says Velvet Rooster is a Belgian-style triple that lives up to its name. Smooth and carefully crafted like a fine velvet painting, but with an 8.5% ABV, this bird has some spurs. The beer pours a golden straw color with brilliant clarity. Topped with a lofty pure white head, the beer has a wonderful floral nose with subtle fruit notes. The taste is clean and crisp with subtle fruit notes and a touch of candy-like sweetness. Rooster's light carbonation gives it a champagne-like effervescent. Well, they've got effervescent, but it should be effervescence that provides a crisp offset to its sweet finish. While a pint glass is always nice, Velvet Rooster would also be home in a tulip glass or champagne flute. It is the cock of the walk. Malts, it says Pilsner and Munich. Hops, Northern Brewer, Centennial, and Willamette. Doesn't give the yeast. I had a can of this last night. I bought 2 cans, and I poured it into one of these glasses, and it just, of course, 16-ounce can, 12-ounce thing. I couldn't pour it all, but it was almost all ahead. So I'm going to use my double glass today. Plenty big, hopefully, for a 16-ounce can, and if it forms the type of head. Now, last night when I popped it, I got a lot of foam right out. I didn't get that tonight. But, yeah, it's not quite like it was last night, but still a healthy head, good 2.5, 3 fingers of just a creamy white head. That's sort of a hazy yellow, cloudy yellow color. I don't really see any floaties in it, but it's still pretty hazy. A really nice looking triple beer. So let's get a nose on it. Okay, I'm getting the fruits, like I said. They're mostly like a sweet apple, caramel, slight bubblegum note, some candied notes like yeast, maybe definitely some yeasty notes. I think I don't know, it didn't say the yeast, but I have a feeling they may be using Westmalle yeast or something very similar. Got the usual yeast notes like the wet hay and banana, some pepper and cloves, and but that yeast really dominates. Definitely in there, and as you can see, the head is just sticking around. It's not going away at all. Seems to actually be a fairly, from what I can see through the haziness, fairly moderate carbonation. Not anything super effervescent like their blurb on the website said, but anyway, let's get a taste. Oh yeah, kind of like the nose. I'm getting those fruit notes, apple and apricot, light caramel notes. Again, some slight bubble gum, and definitely those yeasty notes. The flavor is real similar to the aroma. You get a big burst of sweetness right up front, and followed by some light grain, and then those fruit notes. Primarily, I think apple and apricot come in there. Maybe just a hint of peach, but you got that candy-like sweetness in there, and then it kind of fades into a yeasty finish where yeast sort of tries to dry out the finish, but it doesn't quite do the job. Really nice spice phenolics in there, some pepper and clove, and sweet bubble gum again. Mid palate, you get some nice like dry cracker notes and honey. Just a really nice taste. Tastes very similar to what a Tripel should taste like. Carbonation is just about right here. It's a maybe higher side of medium, low side of full. Little thicker mouthfeel, but really nice taste. It's I'd say medium body, but it's a little fuller than you usually think of in a Tripel, but nice carbonation to it, and really sweet overall though. Really nice tasting Tripel. Tastes a lot like a Tripel should taste like. So let me sit, and I will sit and sip on this a while and come back in a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, hey, I'm back. Yeah, it's been 45 minutes or so. I just been sipping on this. It's really nice Tripel here. As you notice, the head is, although it's gone down quite a bit, is still never really dissipated. It's still a nice, thick, creamy head. And regenerates somewhat when you swirl it up, leaving some nice lacing down the glass. This is a nice American interpretation of a Tripel. Not a ton of complexity to it, but really nice, refreshing drink. As far as the style goes, and definitely a bargain compared to some of what's out there right now. It's sweet and it's malty, but it kind of it lacks. It's not a Westmalle or Chimay or anything like that. It fairly lacks the complexity and smoothness that you get in some of those Belgian triples, but it's a nicely done Tripel that really stands up to them. Not nearly as good, I don't think, but it represents the style fairly well. This is a decent Tripel. So I'm going to give the Velvet Rooster from Tallgrass Brewing out of Kansas, and I know they have some others, but this is the last of the varieties we have on our shelves right now, and hopefully we can get some more. And I do know that they do some barrel-aged versions of some of theirs, and there's some seasonals that, of course, they're not in season now. So hopefully we'll get most of them, and I'll get to try them. But so far, Tallgrass is a pretty solid brewery. Not one of the outstanding breweries, and not top of the line or anything like that, but a good, solid, reliable brewery. Makes decent, easily drinkable beers. Haven't found a bad one yet. Haven't found a stellar one yet either, but they're all pretty good. So I'm going to give the Velvet Rooster, their Belgian-style Tripel, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Decent drinkable beer. So, till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.